Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Amani here, aka Pisces Moon, and this video will be about 5 signs that your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you. So the first sign is going to be synchronicities. Guides like to use synchronicities a lot to communicate with us to get our attention. So they might use different series of numbers. These numbers could be anything, but these numbers all have significant meaning and significant purpose that what they are trying to tell us or the message they are trying to get through. So, for instance, if you see 9/11 a lot, my experience with 9/11, I used to see it a couple years ago. I would see 9/11 everywhere I go. I could turn on the TV in the background, there'll be a sign that says 9/11. Or on the TV, there'll be, on the clock, it'll be like 9/11. Or for instance, 9/11, I would see 9/11 will be everywhere. So I finally decided to look up what this means, and this meant for me to keep following my current path that I was on. So they're like, you're on the right path. So if you see numbers like 222, for instance, this could be duality. So duality, your guys are probably trying to communicate to you that you need to balance out certain things in your life. This could be your energies, or this could be between spirituality and practicality, which means like your everyday life. So these are ways that our guides try to communicate to us, using numbers. Now, it could be any number. It could be 14, 23. Look up what these numbers mean, because these numbers are signs that your guides are trying to communicate with you. It could be your birthday, or it could be a particular date. Or sometimes it could also be that somebody from the other side is trying to communicate with you, but that's another video. So synchronicities you should really pay attention to, is because how it's like one of the first big signs that your guides are trying to communicate to you. It's like screaming, like to really get your attention. Like, hey, I'm here. You asked me something. I'm trying to tell you the answer. Or, they're just trying to tell you something in general. So, second sign is going to be signs. It's going to be signs. Okay, signs can come in numerous of ways. You could be walking down the street and you see a feather. You notice that the feather is white. The white has a significant meaning. A black feather has a significant meaning. A black and white feather has significant meaning. A blue feather has significant meaning. So you can always look up what these things mean. So I know a white feather in particular means that your spirit guides are around. They are around and they're ready to help you. A gray feather could mean changes are coming, but these changes are always for the better. Your guides will never put you in a situation where the change is not for your own good, because it's always going to be for your highest good. So you might notice that you see black cats or Siamese cats or a particular beetle or a dragonfly or a particular animal. These are all signs that your guides are trying to communicate with you. Sometimes guides like to show up, if we call upon them, they show up in different forms, like a form of an animal. This could be a bird. This could be a cat. This could be a dog. They like to come to us in different forms to let us know that they are there. For instance, you could see a cat on the street and you were feeling down, you were feeling blue, and you were talking to God and your guides, and you were asking them questions. And so you notice that this cat is just really friendly, and this cat gave you so much comfort, and it lets you know that everything's going to be okay. Well, this is obviously, or could be, a sign from your guides. Anyways, So it's important to pay attention to animals and signs in your dreams. So follow your intuition and use it well. Because if you see, like for instance, a black cat could mean that you are using, you're very intuitive and you're using your intuition. Or you might see like dragons. It could be a Chinese dragon, could be a green Chinese dragon. This could mean good fortune is coming to you. Or, stuff like that. Like if you see a particular beetle, this could be life changes are coming. And you should be vigilant and you know be on your feet. Like owls. Owls could mean like speaking of signs, I just saw 555. Speaking of owls, owls can mean great wisdom. Great wisdom is coming to you. You know, great power. Your intuition is manifesting for you. You have wisdom to share and give to the world. If you're, an owl person, like this owl could be your spirit animal. Or it could simply be your guides are trying to tell you something that you need to pay attention and use your inner wisdom that is already bestowed upon you and given to you. Just have to look within yourself. So, for instance, like you might see a fox. Well, a fox could be a numerous of things. Fox are very keen, they're very clever, they can also be very sneaky. Foxes could also mean that you need to pay attention to your surroundings because people are trying to fool you or either trying to be very sneaky around you. So that's what that could mean as well. Like a dragonfly means transformation. Your life is going through very big changes. That's another thing. So the third sign is going to be sounds. So guides like to use particular sounds to let us know that they are near, they are with us, and they're ready to help us. So sounds like bells. You could be in a room, and you notice that you hear bells all the time. You hear bells on the TV, you hear bells in your ear, you can hear bells before you go to sleep. This is a sign that your guides or angels are in the building and they're trying to communicate with you. So, you can also hear high pitched ringing in your ears. This could also be another telltale sign that your guides are trying to communicate with you. You can also hear guides through thoughts. They will put subtle little thoughts into your head. Like it could be a thought or an idea that your guides are trying to put into your mind. Trying to push you in like a different direction, but it's the right direction. Like, or it could be an answer that you had a particular question to. These are your guides trying to talk to you and try to communicate with you and give you a sign that they're around as well or answer your question. So sometimes using the particular thoughts, you have to pay attention to the stillness of the thought in your head. So if you are clairaudient, you probably get, random thoughts or random voices in your head and they're very still, they're very subtle, and they're very neutral. So you don't get any ill feelings from these. These are your guides. So, sorry, just looking at my notes here. The fourth sign is going to be vision. Vision. You might notice at random times that you see a white light in the corner of your eye, or you might see orbs at particular time, or you might even see sparkles. These are your guides, literally your guides. They are around you and that they are around. This could be certain times where you ask your guides to come, and they showed up. So they're like, hey, what's up? I'm here. These orbs can be different colors, excuse me. They can be different colors. So they could be blue, they could be green, they could be yellow. Stuff like that. These are signs that your guides are around. So they might even send you images in your mind's eye, that they're around. So if you ask what your guides looked like, they might send you a quick flash or a quick image in your mind's eye of what they look like. But it's important, if you want to get in touch with your guides, it's important that you ask them, to be in your life, because we have to give them permission to be in our lives and to help us succeed in our lives. So the fifth side is going to be feelings. So when your guides are around, you get particular feelings. These feelings can be very calming, very loving, or they could just be still. Your guides will never give you ill feelings like anger, frustration, anxiety, or fear. These are not your guides. These are lower level entities that are trying, for some reason you might be at a low vibration. These are not your guides. These are lower level entities. So if you think those are your guides, those are not your guides. These are lower level entities. Anyways, sometimes you might even get goosebumps. So you might even get chills, for instance, or particular goosebumps when they're around, or you might even feel like a cold breeze. Sometimes right before you go to sleep, you might feel somebody touch you in your chest. You feel this warm, loving sensation in your body. These are your guides letting you know that it is okay. They are around, they're with you, and you are safe. Yes, it's a very good feeling. Now, the second half of this video will be about making your connection stronger with your guides. If you like this video, please like or subscribe, and also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload more content. See you next time!